Okay, so I was watching my tomato plants getting big, and yeah, there's my first ripe tomato. Look how big that thing is. These were supposed to be giant tomatoes. I think the Chinese got their terminology mixed up. I think these are cherry tomatoes. I'm getting a lot of blossoms on this one too, because that thing's about the size of a cherry tomato. I mean, look at the size compared to my finger. I've got several of them coming on, but not many. And this one here just really late. I don't know. It usually takes about 90 days to get tomatoes. 90 to 120 days. My okra is doing really well. It's a good thing I keep putting Viagra in the fertilizer, right? And I got a lot more coming on here. Little blossom there. It'll be more. And got more coming on here and down here and things. My bell peppers died. I got some more seeds. I ordered the plants, bell pepper plants. I ordered 2 of those, and I don't know. I haven't even gotten a confirmation if they've been grown or anything. So I'm gonna pick this okra. But I was looking at my jalapenos. Nothing so far. But my green chilies. I was just looking at this. And there's green chili there. A couple more in here. Got a little one coming on here. I saw another one in here. Oh yeah, right here coming on. And there. I never even saw this thing bloom. But yeah, I got green chilies coming on, so I'll watch those really close. My Asian chilies are coming on pretty good. Waiting for those to go red. As soon as they go red, I'll start picking those. And again, that's just a mock orange. That's just a decorative plant. This native tomato, Filipino tomato, it's just barely hanging on to life. I don't know what's going on. This one here is still hanging on. I see some blooms coming on, but no tomatoes yet. And these are beefsteaks. So, and that's the same with over here. These are supposed to be beefsteaks. In fact, I thinned those out and put some of them here. And I also put some in here. I was trying to grow onions, but onions never would grow. And that onion that's in there, that's from the store. That was just a remnant of an onion I stuck in the ground and it grew, but none of the seeds grew. So I'll pull that out pretty soon because my tomatoes are going to start taking off. My papayas are doing really good. Just like the last week or so, started doing really good. These are doing mediocre. They're doing a lot better. But the ones out here, these are the ones that just started going crazy. So I need to thin these out, these papayas, and then they'll grow a lot better. But yeah, I gotta thin these guys out. There's some weeds in here too. This is a weed right here. Dang it. I've got these kind of weeds all over the place here. So I'm going to pull these weeds. Like I said, I need to thin these out. They don't need to be that bushy. Good afternoon. The guard. They like me. We have 24-hour roving security. These roses seem to be holding on pretty good, but this rose right here, I'm afraid, might have gone the RIP route. And then these are blooming pretty good. The same plants as these. And these down here. Alright, well, that's the update of my green acres here. Let's see how tall that is. This is going through a transition here. I think all of these big leaves, are going to eventually die off. This one here, let me back out. This one here, it's just laying on the wall. I need to cut it down. I've already cut that one off. Then this one, because if you look at how they're wrapped in there, that would be the next one, then that one, and then probably this one here, because I've got new ones coming up inside there, and they're looking good. My one that's just been hanging on for a year and a half now, it's, I don't know. The one leaf died, but it didn't get a new baby, so who knows? All right, another Lazada order. Now, I showed that my bell peppers died. Well, that's new bell pepper plants. I just don't have time for the seeds. I do have some seeds, but that'll be a little later time. So I'm going to get these out of the box. I'm really impressed that they pack these so well. So let me, I'm going to take 2 hands to do this. I'm not going to bring the tripod out. Maybe I will. Hold on. Okay. So don't mind my nearly nakedness. I don't get all dressed up all the time. They cut this open. Like I said, I'm pretty impressed by how well they packed this. I was kind of leery about getting live plants. See if they're going to be alive when I take them out. I can look down in there and I can see the plants, but they made sure these weren't going to come apart. I'm dealing with bad thumb. I showed in the previous video. Okay, thought I could get that out. Alright, well, these guys really did a good job. I figured these would take a little while to get here. They took about a week to get here. So I don't know. Set these scissors down here. I have these 2 hands. So get these out. Okay. Got them out. Get the scissors out of the dirt. These are my kitchen scissors. Found them in the dirt. It's the first time I've ordered live plants here in the Philippines. I've done it in the U.S. Previous lives, previous life, whatever. Okay, well, they look pretty healthy. I'm really amazed and pleased. Like I said, I have not tried to get live plants here in the Philippines. I was leery about doing that because not everything gets packed well. Okay. I will dig these others out. Come on, turn tripod. Why my tripod don't want to turn. All right. I will dig these out and I'll be back. I gotta make sure I don't get any dirt in my infected thumb here. Be back. So I had to take my little stands out, dig a big hole. These really look good. So hopefully I'll need my scissors again. Looks like they come in somewhat of a mulch ball. Dump that in there. Place those in there nice and firm. Have the other one to dig out. Cover that up a little bit. The next one I'll dig a little bit bigger hole. This one's a little tight. Get in front of the camera. I understand. I'm do the best I can. Now make sure you don't cut any of the foliage. This is the delicate part here. Alright, that's out. Oops, lift the root ball out. Put it back in there. Your landscaping wire back up. Pack that down firmly. Dirt back over the top of it. And just like that, voila, I have bell peppers. Alright, I'll get the cages around it. They came apart when I was pulling them. These are pretty easy, they just snap together. Yeah, looks like that one broke. Okay, not a problem, I have another one. And I just got some more. That's it. I have another one. I had extras. Extra pieces, parts. Always a good thing to have. Okay. And that snaps in there. Ow, I can't push down with that thumb. That's my infected thumb. Alright, this, that in here. Put those around these. Foliage up. The rest of these cages I'll put in as they get bigger. Gently, gently, gently. Okay. This thing keeps going sideways. Stick it in. And then, okay. I showed you these little rings here. I told you I got more. There's 18 pieces in each one, so that's about enough for 6 more rings, plus the leftovers I've got. And since I've been using up a lot of Band-Aids, this is an assorted pack, bandages, all different shapes and sizes. Cheap, it's 84 pesos or something like that. And then I got the real stuff, the real Band-Aids. These, I am stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid's stuck on me. Anyway, for both of these, I don't know, it's less than 200 pesos, $4, less than $4. Now, I was going to tell you the 2 bell peppers, it was buy one, take one, and it was 250 pesos for one, so I got both for 250 pesos. So what, $4.25 for the 2? I'm not complaining. All right, there's 4 leaves. Looks kind of naked here now, huh? I should cut this one down, but I don't know. We gotta have something for shade. And now you can see a lot. You can see all of these that I cut down. These here in the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess there's 5 total. There's one in back. It was up into my climber here. But well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think there's 5. Anyway, and then the one back there, the small one. So for a while it's going to look naked, but you can see I've got all these new babies coming up, and I still don't have a clue what the heck these bulbous things are here in the middle. But anyway, I'm going to let them go and see what happens. But I figured that these mostly dried leaves here were holding everything back. Besides, it'll give a little bit more sun for all of this stuff here. And my new bell peppers, which are looking really marvelous, darling, marvelous. I think I'm going to swap these around so that they're not overshadowed by the, literally shadowed by the okra. I might take this down and put it down here. Swap it with this tomato here and let these plants hold up my tomato. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I had to do something. These are hanging in there. That's about all they're doing. Still don't have any redness out of my chilies. Alright, something to do in between rainstorms. It rained earlier, and it's kind of gray. Sprinkled on me a little bit coming home from church. Not a big deal. I don't melt. I'm not made of sugar. Definitely not. But I was just not feeling really good. Decided I better get home, crash for a little while. I got up taking a nap on the sofa and decided I better come out here and do this before I forget while it's still nice and cool. All right, changes in the patio here.